Right now at 10, Governor Tony Evers hears from the public as he prepares his executive budget.
And Onalaska's capital improvement budget hopes to bring the community center across the finish line and address a problematic intersection.
Plus, how one woman is helping the unsheltered this winter.
Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
It was quite the day of wintry weather.
It was cold.
Some squalls, I hear, around Juneau County and Monroe County earlier today, Greg.
Yeah, there's intense snow showers. The National Weather Service started alerting these on when you have snow squalls, which can reduce visibility quite rapidly, almost to whiteout conditions while you're driving, and accumulation, which caused a lot of accidents out east. We had a few of those areas, but most of the areas we just had some snow showers. The good news is that activity is done with. We are seeing still wind overnight. Temperatures are falling already into the single digits to teens. They'll probably stay that way. But the good news is the winds will start decreasing, but not really till after midnight. Waking up, the winds will be less, but the wind chill will still be there between -5, maybe as low as 10 below. Good news, by noon, we're going to see the winds drop off, the temperatures come up a little bit, and the wind chills get back above 0. Unfortunately, it's not going to get as warm today, upper teens, low 20s. Similar story for Eau Claire. You'll see the winds drop off below 10. The wind chill could be as low as 10 below or even colder in the morning. Get up to 18. More sun tomorrow, but it really won't help the temperature much. There's your max wind today, quite strong, especially as you go further west. And as you kind of time that out, you can see the out west was really with gusts potentially over 50 at some time. So there's your story right there. High pressure moving in. The good news is it's not going to last that long. So if you're looking for milder conditions, we have something in store for your weekend that you'll like.
Excellent.
We'll explain it a bit later.
I think I'm waiting for sure. Thanks, Greg. And when that winter weather rolls in, the roads can get a little risky to drive on.
News 8 Now's Grace Monk spoke with a state patrol about what to expect while driving.
Drivers can expect high wind speeds and snow showers on the road tonight.
You're going to have issues with being able to maintain control of your vehicle. You're going to feel that wind, want to take your vehicle certain ways.
Wind will make driving difficult, but it isn't the only thing to watch for.
You have to watch for blowing rain, snow, other debris.
You should also look out for emergency vehicles.
Slow down, allow plenty of space between you and the emergency responders on scene.
The best thing you can do is take your time.
Slow down, give plenty of following distance, and leave plenty early so you're not in a rush.
And plan ahead.
Make sure your phone's charged, you have plenty of food, water, warm clothes, blankets, things like that.
In addition to emergency supplies, drivers should also check their tires and battery before heading out. In La Crosse, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Certainly that time of year. Thank you, Grace.
Well, a heads up if you're a Spectrum customer, there's a planned overnight outage in Holmen. Your phone and internet service will be down from midnight until 6 tomorrow morning. Crews will be working on repairs during this time. And if you need police for a non-emergency, you can call dispatch at 608-785-5942. For emergencies, you can still call 911.
Onalaska's capital budget proposal includes finishing the community center and adding a roundabout at a major intersection. The city's Public Works Board on Tuesday recommended a roughly $12 million budget. The community center is already under construction, but next year's budget calls for $4 million in new loans to finish the new kitchen and gym upgrades. Officials say the building will be ready next summer or early fall. Also on the list, a $500,000 request for a roundabout at Theater Road and County Road PH. That's currently a four-way that sees a large amount of traffic. Onalaska's Common Council will vote on that budget next Tuesday.
An earlier start to the academic year is coming to La Crosse schools. The La Crosse School District will start the school year on August 21st. A state law requires public schools to start on or after September 1st, but districts can ask Wisconsin's Department of Instruction for permission to start before then. A district survey found that around 2/3 of respondents were in favor of starting the year earlier.
I like the idea of the opportunity for more breaks or longer breaks within the school year. It also helps with summer care, having an earlier start date, because many summer programs around La Crosse end around August 21st-ish.
Now, the trade-off for starting earlier, The school year will also end earlier. On the new schedule, the year should be wrapping up around the end of May.
New grants are helping La Crosse elementary students boost their reading skills. The La Crosse Public Education Foundation awarded $88,000 this morning. It'll bring decodable books to K through 2nd grade classrooms and advanced literacy training for 3rd through 5th grade teachers. One 2nd grade teacher at Northside says the extra books pair well with how they're teaching literacy in the classroom.
I'm always going to garage sales to find books for the kids to enjoy and read in my class, but sometimes they don't fit very well with what we're doing, and so this is an absolute joy that it actually pairs with what we're doing and the kids can have fun also reading them and practice with each other.
As we reported last month, Wisconsin passed Act 20 last year. That said, all public schools have to switch their literacy education to a phonics-based approach. Districts have since invested thousands of dollars in new reading materials to make that switch. Act 20 did include $50 million to help make that transition easier statewide, but that money is still frozen in the legislature. It's forcing some districts to strain their budgets. For our full report on Act 20, just head to our website.
Governor Tony Evers made a stop in La Crosse tonight to discuss his 2025 through 27 executive budget. His listening session at Northside Elementary gave the community an opportunity to give feedback directly to him about issues that matter most to them. Evers also joined smaller groups to get a more personal perspective of Wisconsinites' views on issues like food security.
Issues around food and food security, that is, you know, people don't understand, many people, but there's more and more people that are food insecure, so I think it's becoming more known, but certainly that is a huge issue.
Tonight's meeting is one of 5 Evers will attend across the state during the month of December. Well, sub-zero wind chills are no joke for the unsheltered, especially as many are spending the evening outside. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall is sharing with us how one woman is helping them brave the winter season. Jeremy.
Emily, we first introduced you to Sue Graff in October as News 8 Now's hometown hero. Today, she took me along her route to show how she's giving back to the unsheltered as they prepare for the cooler temps.
As cold as I get to go home to a warm home. Not everybody does.
Which is why Sue Graff is handing out items to the unsheltered. In 2020, Graff began traveling to several parks in the La Crosse area, handing out essentials like clothing, food, and hygiene products.
We started for a year. We operated out of the trunk of my car thinking it was a temporary thing during COVID, and it has bloomed into a thriving nonprofit.
In 2022, thanks to a grant from La Crosse Area Community Foundation and donations from churches and several donors, Graff was able to buy a van to help her organization win What I Need Now take off.
Oh, it's a blessing. It really is. When you don't have anything and every little bit helps.
Graff's generosity comes in handy, especially on days like today. With wind blowing and temperatures dropping, Graff doesn't see as many people as she does on warmer days. She says more people are going to warming centers on chilly days like Catholic Charities. But it's still not a day off for her.
We're out working about almost 7 days a week year-round, very few days off. We're trying to make a difference for each individual that we meet to help them survive until better solutions are found and everyone has shelter and/or housing.
And multiple nonprofits, Graff says they are in need of monthly donors, and extra help with men's long underwear sets and warm winter gloves for men are critical. Ken and Emily.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. And anyone interested in donating to What I Need Now can head to news8000.com.
And a reminder, News 8 Now's Joy of Sharing event is on Friday.
We're hosting 2 donation drives, one at Festival Foods in Onalaska and another at the Festival Foods in the Village Shopping Center in La Crosse.
Like we've done since its inception a few years ago, we'll be collecting monetary donations, food, and toys. Well, a stunning story out of New York.
A CEO gunned down in the street. Where the shooter might be, up next.
The Ashley Black Friday event is extended, so now it's the Ashley, ooh, I am so going to be the hostess with the mostest now, extended Black Friday event. But don't wait, it's also the Ashley You Can Save Up to $1,000 store-wide extended Black Friday event.
Are you finding bathing and bathroom business has gotten more difficult? Bad hips, bad knees can pose a problem. Just getting up and down can be risky. There is a simple, affordable solution. In just a day or two, you can have a beautiful new walk-in shower, safe and easy to care for with grab bars, a handheld shower, and a seat if you like. Set an appointment with one of our designers to plan your new bath. Better products at lower prices because we care. The Board Store.
The Ashley Black Friday event is extended, so now it's the Ashley Mommy Needs This More Than Anything Else in the World extended Black Friday event. But don't wait, because it's also the Ashley You Can Get 0% Interest for 72 months extended Black Friday event.
Authorities in New York are hunting for the gunman who fatally shot the CEO of United Healthcare. It was outside a Hilton hotel in Manhattan as the morning rush hour was just getting underway.
And we want to warn you, video of the incident is disturbing. Bradley Blackburn reports.
We have a male shot coming over in the north. The brazen attack on the CEO of United Healthcare was caught on security cameras outside the Midtown Hilton Hotel early Wednesday morning.
It appears the suspect was lying in wait for several minutes.
50-year-old Brian Thompson had served as the head of the largest private health insurance company in the country since 2021. Authorities say he was headed to the company's annual investor conference when the suspect, wearing a mask and carrying a gun with a silencer, approached him, shooting Thompson in the back and leg.
Every indication is that this was a premeditated, pre-planned, targeted attack.
The gunman could then be seen trying to unjam his gun before shooting again, then crossing the street before fleeing uptown on a bike.
Based on the evidence we have so far, it does appear that the victim was specifically targeted.
Officials say Thompson, a married father of two, was alone and did not have a security team with him. He was rushed to a hospital where he was later pronounced dead less than a half hour later.
It was shocked, because this is the first time I see crime.
This driver says he tried to capture a photo of the suspect after witnessing the incident.
I'm afraid that he could shoot me too.
The shooting took place hours ahead of the annual Christmas tree lighting in Rockefeller Center, triggering a massive police presence in the area.
It's always disconcerting when there's violence in a big city, but it doesn't scare me away from New York City.
Investigators are now combing through a cell phone recovered near the scene, along with other evidence to determine a motive. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Thompson's widow says her husband had been receiving death threats before the shooting.
United Health Group issued a statement saying the company is deeply saddened and shocked at the passing of our dear friend.
Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch announced he is recusing himself from a case. It involves an 88-mile-long railway line that connects parts of Utah to Colorado. The case deals with the extent of environmental review of the project by the U.S. Surface Transportation Board. That's because the track would be used to transport crude oil to refineries. The conservative Gorsuch did not elaborate on why he is recusing himself, but it comes after Democrats pointed out Denver billionaire Philip Anschutz could have a financial interest in the case's outcome.
Southwest Airlines is changing up its landing rules. The carrier will ask passengers to prepare for landing 10 minutes earlier than before. It used to happen 10,000 feet from landing. Now it'll be around 18,000. Southwest says the change is part of an effort to prevent turbulence-related injuries.
A heartwarming holiday surprise for local children.
Find out who's behind a special donation bringing joy to families in our area.
And yeah, it's going to be cold for your Thursday, but the good news, we are going to start warming up starting Friday. In fact, we might see mid to upper 40s this weekend. We'll time out when to expect it, and if we got any precipitation through the weekend, that all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
During the Black Friday sale at Home Furniture, get bonus buy store-wide. Plus, get $100 off purchases of $9.99 or more, like this dining set, and $200 off purchases of $19.99 or more, like this sofa, during the Black Friday sale at Home Furniture.
It's Blain's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday Extended event going on now. So join us for extended Black Friday savings store-wide while supplies last. Like more than half off these men's Skechers athletic shoes, just $29.99. Half off these Blain's brand nuts and chocolates. Save $10 on Ergo Drive heated vehicle seat cushions or blankets. And get extended Black Friday savings on select orthopedic dog beds, just $12.99. Don't miss your last chance to save on extended Black Friday deals at Blain's Farm and Fleet.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colvey's experience, the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColveys.com or pick them up at Sue Colvey's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
Cedar Creek now offers TrackMan golf simulators, so real you'll think you're there. TrackMan uses Doppler radar to improve your game shot after shot and lower your score. Golf is some of the most iconic courses in the world. Sign up today. Winter leagues start in January. Tee times booked online only. The season continues.
The end-of-year sales event is on now at Osseo Automotive, and that means big selection, big savings. Drive home a new 2025 Chevy 3500 HD Dually Diesel for just $83,900, or a 2024 Chevy Suburban RST for only $76,900. How about a 2024 Chevy Colorado Z71 Crew Cab for $47,900, or a 2025 Chevy Trail Boss for just $61,900. Osseo Automotive is Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet in Osseo, Rudy's in Whitehall, and Fountain City Ford.
Right now at Home World Rugs, get 15% off area rug sale prices. Discover a stunning array of patterns, sizes, and shapes with expert guidance in every showroom to ensure you find your perfect rug. 15% off area rugs going on now at Home World Rugs.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A special donation is bringing some holiday cheer to area children.
UWL professor Scott Cooper and his fellow woodworking elves donated handcrafted wooden toys today to the Family and Children's Center.
Those toys will be given to children who are participating in the center's programs.
It's what brings joy to this season. It's all about giving this time of year, and the more we can give, the better the season is for all of us.
Overall, 40 gift bags will be handed out to families. Well, it was a blustery night tonight.
To say the least.
Yeah, a jacket didn't cut it. It was a scarf, hat, gloves type of night, and I didn't dress for the occasion. I'm still learning how to do winters here in the Midwest, clearly.
Yeah, for sure. But I had a midday walk with the dogs today, and it felt like it could have been those 50-mile-an-hour gusts that Greg was talking about. That was something.
I saw them today. They scared my cats. They went right under the bed today, Greg. It was scary, those little short bursts of wind.
Yes, it was quite a front coming through, and the thing is, it's just a taste of what we could see some colder temperatures as we go to January and February. But overall, here's what we're looking at temperature-wise. Really, if you go get further south to get the warm air, these are the current temperatures. Blue, you're getting down into the single digits. But if you look out west, this is probably what we're going to see right now. It's pretty single digits. But out to the west, they've had quite a nice streak of warm conditions as the jet stream has pushed well to the north. That is what we're going to get a taste of come this weekend. So that's going to push that Arctic air back up to the north and to the east. So tomorrow it's still going to be cold. We'll have a little bit more sun and less wind, but the temperatures really won't budge much with that. We do have some more clouds on Friday. A system may pass just to our north. The good thing with that, it's going to turn the winds around to the south, so it's a tad mild on Friday, but you're going to notice the mild condition on Saturday and Sunday could almost be warm. We're talking maybe 10, 15 degrees above average. So going to be quite the swing that we haven't seen those type of temperatures in a while. And you wake up tomorrow morning, it'll be 10 to 15 miles per hour. By the time we get to about noon, you're looking generally under that. This is actually Friday's winds. They're going to be fairly light. But once we get to Friday, too, they'll turn around to the south. So look for winds about 10 to 15, and then in the afternoon they should subside. So that won't be the story as we go into there. Now, wind chills right now, we're going to look at those to be below zero, obviously, overnight. We could see some areas 10 to 15 below as you wake up throughout the night. Tomorrow morning, 10 to 15, but then by the time we get to about mid-morning, we'll probably get closer to about zero or get into the single digits above. Then as we hit in the afternoon time frame, we're going to be plenty above, we'll be single digits above zero and then getting back into the teens there. So it won't be an issue as you head home Thursday with lighter winds, and wind chill's really not a factor anymore. So here's your high temperatures for tomorrow. We're looking at temperatures pretty much in the upper teens to low 20s, definitely well below average, fairly similar to what we saw a couple days ago with that first Arctic blast that we had come through here. Big story is that Arctic blast push-offs to the east, all these warm temperatures to the west, we're going to start seeing that push further east. So by the time we get to Saturday into Sunday, you start seeing more green, yellow colors. That's warmer conditions. The cold air lifts to the north as the system impacts to the west. We'll see this continue through the weekend. Then we're going to see some system come through. We're looking at maybe a Monday time frame for another cold front to come through. The good news is next week, we don't expect the temperatures to be as low as this week with the cold front coming through. So we'll go from 40s to probably back into the 30s or just below freezing. So it won't be as cold going into next week, but that's a system we'll be tracking and the changes as we go on. But in the meantime, it's going to be fairly nice. Here's your temperatures for Friday. We're getting closer to freezing, a lot of 30s up there, so still below average, but getting close. The winds, a lot of cloud cover going on Friday night into early Saturday. Saturday, once the clouds break out, we're looking at now low 40s, so we're above average. That's just the start of it because it even gets better as we go into Sunday. Mid to upper 40s for many locations. There's that weak system coming through, but notice the temperature difference going into Monday and Tuesday. We're going to fall back, but it's going to be nothing like we've been falling back like today. We'll go from the 40s to Tuesday more in the upper 20s to near 30s.
All right. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, dunks, buzzer beaters, and more. The nominees for the latest News 8 Now Play of the Week are here, plus some area stars on the football field signing to play at the next level. Jacob is next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
G&T Heating and Air Conditioning is giving thanks this holiday season with a new Goodman furnace. Go to news8000.com/contests and enter to win some Seasons heatings. Bring in the new year with a new furnace from G&T.
I'm Steve from Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions. If you feel colder drafts here, you have gaps, worn seals, or even cracks here, you need a trusted window company to replace the window and help you save money on your energy bill. At Clear Choice, we know that your home is your biggest investment, and in a year like this, every dollar needs to be spent wisely. Our team will complete our Weather Guardian 15-step installation process on every job to ensure your home and family are safe before we leave. Buy one window, get 50% off your second window.
Radon is a radioactive gas you can't see or smell, but it's the second leading cause of lung cancer in America. It can seep up from the ground and into your home, and as many as 1 in 3 homes can have dangerous levels, especially in basements, where many of us have bedrooms and playrooms. Call American Water Works for an expert radon solution. We'll get radon out to help protect your family and your home's value. Don't wait. Breathe healthier today. Call the radon experts at American Water Works.
If your home is looking drab, trade it in. Trade it in. The furniture's old and yucky, trade it in. Trade it in. If you're seeking a solution, then King's your resolution. If you're tired of your look, then trade it in. Trade it in.
At King's Trade-In Sale, trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. Plus get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments at the King Furniture Trade-In Sale. Trade it in.
G&T Heating and Air Conditioning is giving thanks this holiday season with a new Goodman furnace. Go to news8000.com/contests and enter to win some Seasons heatings. Bring in the new year with a new furnace from G&T.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, today is another signing day for many athletes across the country, and one of our area's best players put the pen to paper, signaling a move to the Big Ten. Caledonia's Ethan Stendel is part of the newest crop of Gophers. He was the second-ranked player in the state by 247 Sports and the 71st rated linebacker in the entire country. And many presume that's the position he'll play when he gets to Minneapolis. He did everything for the Warriors this past season, playing some offense, defense, and special teams as well. Stendel was a major part of the 10-1 team, throwing for 1,246 yards and 11 touchdowns and rushing for 7 more scores. On the defensive side of the ball, 57 tackles, caught 3 interceptions, and forced 2 fumbles. And there's a chance that Stendel could be lining up against Blake Thierry sometime in the future as the Prairie du Chien playmaker signed his national letter of intent to play for the Indiana Hoosiers tonight. The The Blackhawk playmaker was the Wisconsin Football Coaches Association Offensive Player of the Year for small schools. This past season, he racked up 1,800 rushing yards with 32 touchdowns on the ground while catching 14 more scores for 955 yards. He's the program's all-time leading touchdown scorer, reaching the end zone 87 times in his career in Prairie. Over in Mankato, the UWL Eagle men were down 50-25 at one point in the first half, but they stormed back, and a Sam Grieger layup with 21 seconds left was the difference. Him and Dustin DeRusso each had 27, and that makes 5 straight W's for Coach Gritzmacher and company. And a day after the Badgers' unbeaten streak was put to an end by Michigan, Marquette suffering their first loss of the season as well in a battle of 2 top 10 teams. The Golden Eagles fell to Iowa State by 11. Royce Parham with 17 for Shaka Smart's team. So it'll be a fun battle of one-loss teams when Wisconsin and Marquette clash on Saturday at 12:30. Bucks on the second night of a back-to-back hosting the Hawks, and check out the slick play from Milwaukee in the first quarter. Brooke Ttorian Prince to Giannis for the slam. Later in the quarter, it's the Wisconsin native Jalen Johnson with a nifty Euro step for the bucket to make it a 2-point game. Fast forward to 10 minutes left in this one. Milwaukee looking to get back and mount the comeback. Damian Lillard will connect from deep to make it 99-92. But in the end, it's Atlanta who snaps the Bucks' 7-game winning streak, 119-114 the final. Less games than usual to choose from thanks to the Turkey Day festivities, but still some great nominees for this week's News 8 Play of the Week. First up, the PDC girls picking up a 5th win of the season already last night over Holman. Greenlee Cron with a great move in the paint to get by her defender for the little left-handed layup. Same court on the number 2 side here for the boys. It's the Vikings' Jaden Bartles with the pump fake and drive to the lane, hanging in the air and finishing for the and one. Holman would get that win over Prescott. On the collegiate side of things, the Warriors of Winona State are off to a 6-1 start. Back on Monday, Luke Hurdle put a little English on the layup. He had 24 in WSU's 34-point win over Crown College. Back to high school boys action for number 4. This from last night, it's Will Huelskamp skying and flying for the jam for Luther. The Knights would win big over Bangor. First dunk nominee of the year is courtesy of Huelskamp. And at number 5, this one sent into us with time winding down and a tie game between Kickapoo and Hillsboro. The ball gets to Jerry Von Falkenstein, and Jerry calls game. Off the window, the bank's still open for the Tiger forward, and that is your ball game. Heck of a shot right there. More fantastic options to choose from this weekend. To pick your favorite, head to news8000.com. Under the sports tab, click on Play of the Week. Go select your favorite right now. Voting is open. Those will be tallied on Friday at 5 p.m. and Cade will have that winner for you during the 6 p.m. show. So, cool plays. We talked about them earlier, how great they were. Let's talk about the athletes we got here that were signing today. Yeah. Big Ten schools for both of them. How cool is it they can play against each other?
Absolutely fantastic. And like you said, I mean, Blake, those high school numbers, man. I don't think anyone's coming close to that pretty soon.
Good luck, guys, but you never know, right? That's why you play.
That's right. Thank you, Jacob.
All right, more news right after this.
$250 cash bonus available for new Ultra members ages 18 plus who open a new Ultra membership and a new A+ Platinum or A+ checking account in person at an Ultra branch. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
'Tis the season for mistletoe and holly, for decorated trees and presents and celebration of the good news. I bring you holiday greetings from the Board Store family. Our wish and prayer for you is for a very Merry Christmas and a new year filled with many blessings. If you need a break from all the holiday busy, stop at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse and wander through our 8 historic buildings. You will discover lots of ideas for improving your home in the new year. The Board Store Home Improvements, improving your home, improving your life.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Be part of News 8 Now's Joy of Sharing, Friday, December 6th at the Village in Onalaska Festival Foods.
The community needs your donations of toys, food, and cash for our local Toys for Tots, the Hunger Task Force, and Salvation Army.
Please bring sealed, non-perishable food items, new or unused toys, or make a cash donation. All donations stay right here in our community.
You are what makes this event great. And we'll see you Friday, December 6th for the Joy of Sharing.
Save big money on power tools this holiday season, now at Menards. Menards carries a great selection of power tools that are perfect for any project. Skill delivers advanced power and torque with convenience and portability. The PowerCore 20 battery is interchangeable with every Skill 20-volt power tool. Plus, they make a great gift. Pick up this 20-volt cordless drill kit today for just $49. Now at Menards.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Yeah, you heard that right. New Ultra members who open an A+ checking or A+ Platinum account in person at a branch with the $500 direct deposit get a $250 cash bonus. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
The folks at Miller High Life apparently have a high opinion of dive bars.
Yeah, the brand is celebrating the holidays with a fragrance meant to remind you of one. It's called Miller Life Dive Bar Fume. Marketing manager Maria Ship described it as having aromas of cedarwood, leather, tobacco, and salt.
Dive Bar Fume will be available in a limited amount of units. They were scheduled for release on December 4th, 5th, and 6th.
I don't know.
Get a scent. 4 ounces for
If I wanted a beer
close
sprayed
one?
on me, it'd probably be like a Blue Moon. So you could have like an orange
A little citrus flair
scent.
to it?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'd have a Blue Moon fragrance. What
I think
about you?
I think I'm just going to stick with my Yves Saint Laurent.
What was that?
The
Come
French,
on,
YSL.
Come on, Tim. Okay,
Yeah.
pardon-moi.
I'm bougie now.
Okay, super bougie. All right, Greg will have one final look at your forecast right after this.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Season's greetings from Wesco and Sparta. Buy one furniture item at regular price and get the second furniture item half off. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Honey, where are the kids? I put them in the furnace so I could figure out why we don't have any heat. You did what?
Maybe it's that loose wire. Maybe it's that plug vent. Maybe it's the bad igniter. Maybe it's a dirty flame sensor. Or maybe, why don't we just call G&T Heating and Air Conditioning?
Quality you can count on, experience you can trust.
With over 50 years of combined experience, G&T services residential and commercial customers within 50 miles of West Salem.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday extended event going on now. So join us for extended Black Friday savings store-wide while supplies last. Like 60% off these inflatable pull sleds, just $7.99. Our entire stock of Carter's kids clothing and women's Alfred Dunner fashion collections half price. And get extended Black Friday savings on 1-pound bags of Blaine's walnut halves or pieces, just $1.89 each. Don't miss your last chance to save on extended Black Friday deals at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Be part of News 8 Now's Joy of Sharing, Friday, December 6th at the Village in Onalaska Festival Foods.
The community needs your donations of toys, food, and cash for our local Toys for Tots, the Hunger Task Force, and Salvation Army.
Please bring sealed, non-perishable food items, new or unused toys, or make a cash donation. All donations stay right here in our community.
You are what makes this event great. And we'll see you Friday, December 6th for the Joy of Sharing.
The most rewarding part about my job is really helping people. Taking someone and putting them in a position that was much better than when they came in. What we do is make sure that at the end of the day, they get treated fairly and they get fair compensation and good results. We care about our clients, we care about our community, and we know how to win. You've been injured in the Midwest, get the firm that represents the Midwest, Nicolay Law.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Season's greetings from Wesco and Sparta. Buy one furniture item at regular price and get the second furniture item half off. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
All right, tomorrow morning, definitely going to have the wind chill, -5 to -10. Some areas could be as low as -15. The good news is, once we get past the cold Thursday, Friday's better. The weekend, if you like warmer, milder conditions, we got that coming too. And even next week, beyond the front coming through maybe Monday, Tuesday, we're not seeing any of this type of Arctic air that we've had for the last week and a half.
We're jumping for joy inside with those gingerbread men
yeah,
for those that nice warm up we've got.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you tomorrow.